cringe. Hi, my name is Linry, and this is my review of Sylvanclaw's Spelunking collection. Now, this is a 6-piece collection that was gifted to me in PR, so thank you so much, Sylvanclaw, for sending these my way. All thoughts and opinions are my own, but I did receive these polishes in PR with no obligation to post these swatches, to post a video whatsoever. All right, and I'm taking this off now because, I had to tie it to my head. Oh, left a red mark. I fucking should have known that was gonna happen. Oh my god, it's like really bad. Oh well. No, hurricane supplies, our little flashlights. I couldn't find the headbands whatever to any of these. We have like 6 of these, but all the headbands are gone. I couldn't find one. Also, small disclaimer, in my photos of these, you're gonna be seeing this little yellow rubber band. That is not a part of what the brand gives you. I added that rubber band and I forgot to take them off for my swatches. So the little yellow rubber band you're seeing on the cap is not included. That's just me. Let's get into it. The first polish that is up is Quartzy. The brand describes this as a warm pink shimmer with a scattered holographic glitter. I said holographic weird, I'm not gonna take it again. And I would 100% agree with that. I found that this polish was very like polish yogi coated. The moment I pulled this one out, I was like, oh, I think polish yogi. Yeah? Yeah, do you agree with me? I think Polish Yogi would absolutely adore this polish. Stop crying. I'll give you a reason to cry. That's right. Look at this thing. It's crying for no reason. No reason. No, you don't want it in my lap, you just want to scream? I swatched out Quartzy in 3 coats and I could still see visible nail line. Now, I don't particularly care that much for visible nail line, but with an elegant, dainty polish, I felt like this kind of felt very thematic. Now, this is the kind of visible nail line where I'm like, a blurring base coat might resolve it, it might not. It's a bit hard to tell, but my smile line and stainage are so extreme. I am kind of an extraordinary case and an extraordinary test for polishes and their opacity. Just me thriving. Honestly, this polish was so absolutely beautiful, and that delicate scattering of hollow just, yes. Now, I found that this polish actually looked fairly different in lower lighting, so I did include a low light shot, though mind you, the low lighting in my house is still LED, so I'm still getting that holographic glitter that most low lighting scenarios do not include. I swatched out Sylvanclaw's Quartzy in 3 coats. And as it is this shimmery, glittery polish, it is easily removed with acetone, though I prefer a peel-off base coat. Though you could soak this off easily enough. The next polish that is up is Walled In. The brand describes this as a cinnamon brown linear hollow with a red shimmer. And I would 100% agree with that description. This was an absolutely lovely linear hollow polish. I love brown linear hollows so much. So this was just straight up my alley. I was just like, oh yes. Oh yes, here we go. I am so ready. Now, I do wish that linear hollow flame was a bit stronger. I prefer to see the full on just blast. Like, I need my eyes to be seared by the linear hollow, but I find that it is still a true linear hollow. I am still seeing that pure rainbow on my nails. I just wish it was a little bit tighter. This looks like dirt so well. Glittery dirt. That's what we want. That's what we want to wear on our nails, is just glitter dirt. Dirt glitter? This polish is just so fall coated and I can't wait to just bust it out again next month. Let's go. I could get Sylvanclaw's Walled In Opaque in 2 coats. And as it is a simple linear hollow polish, it is easily removed with acetone. The next polish that is up is Sun Haze. The brand describes this as a sunshine orange with a golden shimmer. This polish hurt my eyes. Oh yes, this is the kind of shimmer I absolutely adore. Unfortunately, I could not build it to full opacity, but I forgive it for just how glowy it was. Like, I also took a low light shot of this and hot damn, it's just so like, still like glowy, you know? This is that shimmer particle that just looks wet. Delicious. Honestly, this polish felt like a refreshing drink on the nails. It just feels so like refreshing. You know what I'm saying. I swatched out Sun Haze in 3 coats. And unfortunately, again, I could not build it to full opacity, and I don't know if a blurring base coat would resolve that. It's that kind of in-between shimmer again, where it's like, maybe it couldn't, but I could forgive it for just how lovely it was on the nails. And as is a shimmer base polish, it is easily removed with acetone. Though for this kind of particle density, I do prefer a peel-off base coat. Unfortunately, this polish did stain my nails, so you'll want to double up on your base coats or whatnot, but it did stain my nails pink. And I also tried it as a topper. For some reason, I felt like this polish would work really well as a topper, so I swatched it over Holo Taco's 1 Coat Black, a white polish, Holo Taco's Brick Wall, Color Club's Teal for 2, and Holo Taco's Not Pressed. And oh my goodness gracious, over black. Over black? Yes. Bitch, that was stunning over black. Over white and blue, I could take it or leave it, but over red and green, girl, over green, it went sickly, just swampy, delicious Halloween vibes. And over red, obviously, it just brought out the red tones and it just looks so fiery. I do think this would look absolutely stunning over orange if orange was your base. Oh yeah. So absolutely wonderful that it could work as a topper. The next polish that is up is Bryophyte Me. The brand describes this as an apple green with a golden shimmer and green irregularly shaped holographic glitters. Those irregular glitter shaped hollow glitters. Oh, they're like crescent moon shaped. Oh, they are so absolutely delicious. And they gave the polish such a beautiful visual texture. Oh yes, this polish to me is 100% Christmas coated. Now, I did swatch this one out in 3 coats and I could still see my visible nail line, but I do believe a blurring base coat would resolve that, as I was like, can I see you? Can I see you? And I could. But when my hands were at from a distance, I was like, ooh, we're having a hard time seeing, so a blurring base coat should 100% resolve that. Honestly, I am just so pleased with this polish. I just loved how Christmas coated it was in my brain. I just feel like it will work so well in December as a Christmas manicure, like I said. Wow, we're very good today. We think very nicely today. But obviously, looking at photos of Bryophyte, it does also represent Bryophyte very well. I don't even know what Bryophyte is. Let's double check. A group of non-vascular plants, including moss, liverwort, and hornworts. They are among the earliest land plants and are characterized by their simple structure. Resilient on water. Ooh, hell yeah. I swatched out Bryophyte Me in 3 coats. And as it has these holographic glitters running throughout, I would suggest a peel-off base coat. You could soak this off with acetone. My experience was just very sad. I wiggle back and forth too soon. I don't soak off my polish at all. I put acetone down and I'm like, all right, that's been long enough. Spoiler alert, it's never long enough. I'm just impatient. The next polish that is up is Drip Drop. The brand describes this one as Drip Drip is gold reflective glitters, scattered hollow, blue iridescent flakies, and teal to blue to purple shifting shimmers suspended in a clear base. Could you tell? I put the brand's description directly under the camera. You probably could tell. I'm having a hard time memorizing. It's not my morning. I don't know why the coffee's not working. This polish again hurt my eyes. I am a reflective glitter hoe, so I was so excited about those reflective glitters, and they are jammed packed. They gave me reflective glitter. I want it. Thank you. And those iridescent blue flakies gave this polish such an interesting visual texture. Now, I did swatch this out in 3 coats and I could still see my visible nail line. And I do believe a blurring base coat would resolve that, as on my thumbnail, I could not see visible nail line. My live swatch finger is much shorter than my full hand swatch, and I could not see my visible nail line on my thumb. So I do believe if you have shorter nails, you could build this to full opacity. Mileage may vary, as I could still see it on my full hand. You know what I'm saying? Also, during my live swatch footage, I did have to double dip back into the polish bottle, but that was because I was watching a TV show at the same exact time. I just over wiped the polish off onto the bottle and I painted my nail with nothing. And then when I dipped back in, I grabbed too much polish because I was in panic mode. I was like, oh no, I grabbed nothing. And then I completely flooded my cuticle. Ooh, that was a rough one. That was funny though. Now, I will say, because my nails are slightly stained, I did have a bit of a natural gradient going on, as the tips of my nails looked a teeny bit more green than the top of my nail. I'm seeing a little bit of a slight gradient, but my nails are heavily stained, so yay. Be jealous of my unnatural gradient. This polish would be the perfect one to go spelunking in. As with all these reflective glitters, you can just imagine you're crawling through a cave. This is my worst case scenario. Absolutely not. I do not want to go into tight places under the earth, okay? Okay? But you're, crawling through the cave, and someone takes a flashlight across the room and it just hits your nails. Boom! Reflective glitter. I swatched out Drip Drop in 3 coats. And as it is a reflective glitter, I did double up on my top coat, as I found this polish was just a little bit thirsty, so I would suggest using a glitter grabber or doubling up on your top coats. Also, I would suggest a peel-off base coat. You could soak this off with acetone, but reflective glitters, if you wiggle back and forth too soon, you do have the potential to damage your nail plate. It's not a big deal, just let the acetone sit on your nail. Let it sit there for like 3 to 5 minutes, then wipe away. You'll be fine if you're not like me. And because this isn't a clear base, I wanted to see how it would work as a topper. And I think it worked very, very well over black. I feel like that just looked phenomenal over black. Over white, it looked gross. Over white, those blue iridescent flakies definitely went to yellow, which made it look really gross. But over blue, that was so sick. Oh yes, oh yes. This is 10 out of 10 over blue. Well, look who didn't speak for long enough. Obviously, because this is still a reflective glitter, I would use like a peel off base coat or the soak off method. Also, the worst horror film I've ever seen was As Above, So Below, and that is because it involved caving. Not a fun time. And the last polish to this collection is Secrets Below. The brand describes this as an aqua teal jelly base with a teal to blue purple shifting shimmer and green irregularly shaped holographic glitters. Can you predict if this one was my favorite? Oh my god. I am a teal hoe, and I loved it so much. Oh my god, it was absolutely stunning on the nails. Oh my goodness gracious, oh yes, absolutely stunning. Now, I'm gonna try and color correct my swatches just a teeny bit. My camera was seeing a lot more blue. This polish has just a drop more green than what my swatches are showing. So hopefully I can color correct it to the correct way, because my goodness gracious, this polish was so unbelievably stupidly stunning. Now, I did swatch out this polish in 3 coats, and I could still see my visible nail line. Again, it was the kind that I was like up here being like, yeah, I can see you, but down here, I could not. So 100% a blurring base coat would resolve that, or going thicker on your coats would resolve that. And those irregularly shaped holographic glitters, oh yes. Those just C-shaped crescent moon glitters just hit the light so beautifully. It gives your nails such a beautiful visual texture. Not an actual texture, just a visual texture. I swatched out Sylvanclaw's Secrets Below in 3 coats. And as it has these iridescent holographic glitters running throughout, I would suggest a peel off base coat. You could soak it off with acetone. I just cried every time I had to. For my top picks of this collection, it has to go to Sun Haze, Secrets Below, and Walled In. Absolutely phenomenal polishes. I love them so much. I was so floored to swatch them out, and I'm so grateful that Sylvanclaw sent this to me early enough that I was able to actually wear these polishes. Sometimes when brands send you PR, you have like a week turnaround if you're lucky. So the fact that I got these pretty early and I got to wear these polishes for a full day each time, oh my goodness. I was so excited. Yes, nothing is worse than taking off a polish that you don't want to take off a polish because you have to move on to the next one. And I was personally planning to swatch out this entire collection in one setting, but Sun Haze I swatched out and I was like, bitch, I need to take a moment with you. I need to sit in you for a moment. And I was able to wear it for a full 24 hours, which, great. So again, the full Spelunking collection drops August 8th. It should drop the same exact time this video goes live, so let's see if Linry can time things. At 8 a.m. CDT. And again, each polish retails for $13.50 for 15 milliliters. Honestly, I absolutely adore the theme Spelunking. Spelunking is a nightmare for me. That is one of my top tier like nightmares, is being trapped underground in a claustrophobic space. Okay, I've been down into the Hoover Dam, like I've been in there, and those little tunnelways are a little bit tight for me, okay? I didn't feel trapped, but boy, when you see that the walls are moist in the Hoover Dam, you're like, I'm sweating a little, you know? But I felt like this collection just had such a fun theme. You know, I can spelunk in Minecraft, okay? I'm a Minecraft spelunker, but I absolutely adored the theme of these polishes. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Linry, this video is going on a little bit more, and then the cards, because the cards are loaded correctly. YouTube, right? On time. Sometimes YouTube chapters do not load in time. You're like, but there's 2 more polishes. The brand was kind enough to send me 2 blue polishes, so I'm going to talk about them here. They are still available on the Sylvanclaw website, so let's get into it. The first polish is Pond-ering. I still haven't decided if I'm going to allow puns on this channel or not, okay? So if you're making puns, you're all on thin ice, okay? I haven't decided yet. It is this lovely blue base polish with this lovely red yellow shimmer running throughout. I found most of the time it sat in that yellow hue. It also has those irregularly shaped holographic glitters. They're shaped like the seas or the crescent moons, and it is so lovely on the nails. It had such a beautiful visual texture. Now, I could still see my visible nail line with this polish, but I do believe it is that kind that could be resolved with a blurring base coat. As my live swatch, I could not see my visible nail line on my thumb, so probably going thicker with your coats or a blurring base coat would resolve that. I swatched out Sylvanclaw's Pond-ering in 3 coats, and as it has these irregularly shaped holographic glitters, I would suggest a peel off base coat. You could soak it off with acetone. I'm just not going to. And the last polish that is up is Wading Through Life. This is a lovely cobalt, almost touching cobalt blue polish with a beautiful blue shimmer running throughout. And these holographic flakies running throughout. Oh yes, this has such like visual texture intrigue, not actual texture. A absolutely lovely polish. And if you were in my live stream, this was the polish I had to cover up with Hollow Taco's Trophy Life before I started stream because I didn't want to show it yet. I think I could have shown it, I don't know, because it wasn't a part of the release, but I just wanted to be doubly sure, so I covered it up before I showed my hands. And I was so heartbroken to have to cover up this polish. Oh my god, it was so lovely. And I did get compliments on this polish when I went to the dentist with my fiance, okay? Absolutely lovely. And I could get this polish to be fully opaque. I swatched out Wading Through Life in 2 coats, and as it has these itty bitty flakies running throughout, I did wear a peel off base coat with this. It's just my preference. You could soak it off with acetone. It's 100% fine. But yeah, that was my review of Sylvanclaw's Spelunking collection. What did you all think? Are you gonna pick any of these up? Also, I can't confirm this, but I think Sylvanclaw uses the same exact wide flat paddle brush as ILNP, as I had the same exact, this brush is so soft and lovely to paint with. And if you know me and my channel at all, I personally believe that ILNP has the best wide flat paddle brush on the market, and to see a brand actually use that for specialty effects, I'm just like, oh, lovely. It feels the same. Obviously, I know nothing about the suppliers and stuff like that for their brushes, but I have a large feeling that they are the same exact brush, which I'm very pleased about. But thank you so much, Sylvanclaw, for sending me these polishes so I could swatch and review them, and I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Bye! Oh my god, it's so bad. Did that give me a rash? no, it just dug into my head and it's just looking way worse on camera. Fucking nothing, Reach. Whatever. These polishes are launching it. These polishes are ugh, got cat hair. It might net? Not. This is the kind of visible nail line where I'm like, will it blur? This is the kind of visible nail line where I'm like, will it blur and keep... Today's not my day. Today is not my fucking day. Words are hard, and I am covered in cat hair. Oh my god, I am just covered in fucking cat hair. Oy! You have over 200 toys in this house, and you're playing with a furniture mover. Stop it. You little shit. The brand describes this as a crimson cinnamon. Bryophyte. Those irregular. And as it has these little itty bitty, and I do believe a blurring base coat would resolve that, as my thumbnail is much shorter than the rest of my hands. As my thumbnail is much short, I'm seeing just a little bit of a slate. I swatched out Sylvanclaw's Secrets Below. I swatched out Sylvanclaw's Secrets Below. I swatched out Sylvanclaw's Secrets. Damn, 30 minutes. That was rough, beach. Struggled. But I felt like this sometimes YouTube, I have a large thing. 40 minutes for swatch review? Are you kidding me? Girl, we lost the sauce. We got lost in the sauce. Ah, fucking